I got an idea, but it's gonna include night farming. So who stole my hat? What? You let me do this thing without putting a hat on? Come on. Here's the deal. We, hopefully, can do a little bit of night farming. I had an idea. So in our growth calendar, we've got grass. Grass is right here. We can harvest it through the end of the year. I think it's going to stop growing in 1 or 2 months. So it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Here's the thing as well. I'm not planting oats wherever oats are. They've changed all this, so I don't know what's where. There it is. We don't do oats until like March. Could we double crop 6, 7, 9, and 8? Also, why is 8 not beside that? That doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to try it. We've already fertilized it once, so that's one less thing we have to do, which means the next thing is going to be seeding. I'm going to try and bump up the final views a little bit for this because it is a little bit on the dark side. But, I don't know, I had this idea. I was like, if we're doing oats, technically, we could double crop. But I just can't see anything. So there's that. I hate night farming so much. It's like the worst thing that was ever invented. Let's go into steering assist. No, I want to run 2 headlands. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm probably going to end up doing all this myself. There's not much of a reason to hire a worker. Maybe on the other field, although we haven't done anything for a while. Sorry, I got factual information stuck in the back of my throat. It's kind of night farming sucks. At least you can see it a little bit with the lights off. Also, I'm noticing with night farming, some of the stuff happens a little slower than you would think when it comes to the texture changes. It's also a good thing that we got, let's see, is the extra lights on the planter? Yeah, well, at least a couple of them anyway. All right, swing this around. There we go. Back it up just a little bit. We don't want to miss too much. Again, trying to do grass. That way we can mow this maybe by the end of the year. Maybe, see, when it freezes, like December. Is it December, January, February, I believe, is winter. So as long as we can, so September, October, November. We have 2 months to let this grow, and then we're going to have to harvest it. I don't think that's going to be enough. This is turning out to be a really terrible decision, isn't it? I'm doing it anyway. Okay, so without trying to like sit around and bring you guys along for this, I'm gonna go ahead and knock this field out, and then we'll jump over to the next one. Okie dokie. Not too shabby at all. Taking a look at this, and it is grass. Oh, there's a little bit down there that we missed. Well, we don't want to be rude, do we? Just to prevent any problems, I'm also gonna go around the edges right here a little bit. I don't know if I missed this. I don't know if I hit it all. I don't know nothing. But it does look like there's a tiny little dirt skit right there, so we're just gonna try and get rid of that. Alrighty, that's one out of the way. This is next, and this field always gives me the most trouble. I will say I like that I can drive full speed while this thing unfolds. That makes DjGoHam happy, nonetheless. As always, I'm gonna start down here, which is the perfect spot. So the idea here is that we could hopefully get a grass field together where we can make some bales, whether that be hay, silage, whatever it is that we decide to make, just to be able to do it. So hopefully that works. I have no idea if this is even gonna grow. So now we've got the outside edges done, and we are doing our little back and forth dance. I'm gonna try and knock this out as quick as possible. We'll come through. No, don't stop. We're gonna come through, fertilize. It probably needs to be rolled as well, but let's be real, I'm probably not going to do that. It's a little too dark, a little too late, and a little too don't care. And we are almost done. And done. Yes. All right. Check for orange. Nope. We're good. Take this thing and fold it up, please, and thank you very much. Now to fertilize and move along with our day. I'm not a fan of farming at night. Not in the least bit. But I tell you what, nighttime on the farm looks really, really good. I still think that the lights go through the walls. Yes, they do. But everything else seems to be the way you would expect, which is better than it was. All right, time to knock out this fertilizing. Let's do it. Turns out it's quite difficult to see, and I'm actually able to see a little bit better without any lights on. I also do this in like Red Dead and GTA. And I think those are the only games I have where I can control the lights. But you turn the lights off at night, and you can actually see a little bit better. Don't know why. Now that that's over with, we can actually put some of this stuff away and finally move on to the next day in game. At least on our farm, there's going to be nothing to do. So nothing for us to do on any of the fields that we've got or anything like that. However, we might be able to get some contract stuff. So we'll take a look at those once tomorrow is here. What a beautiful day in October to continue our series. Look at everything. I mean, just look like the truck right there. Hang on, let me put it into picture mode. Oh, it looks so pretty. I love it. Yeah. All right, so some good news and bad news. The good news is there's no mowers, or maybe that's the bad news. I'm not quite sure. However, there's one mower, this guy. Not a bad choice, actually. It's a little bit of a bigger mower, but one of the nice things with this is we could just go buy one of the front mowers. And I think for the combined cost, it's like 40 grand or something like that. Like, ridiculous. Yeah, it was $33,000, so basically 50% off the normal. And then if we bought a brand new front version, well, there you go. However, if we wanted to save even more, we could just go with this, which is kind of the same thing, but cheaper. There's also the option to go with the MacDon. Now, the thing I don't like about this is it's smaller, 5 meters. However, we can utilize the MacDon that we have. So there's that. So it takes longer, but we don't have to utilize a tractor, which is why I'm not doing that. We're going for this one. Boom, there you go, $33,000, and give me a mower worth using. This guy right here, the front version of it. Whoop-pow. For this setup, we are going to use the John Deere 6R. Now, unfortunately for this guy, poor thing, it might be slightly underpowered. It's certainly undersized for this setup. However, while we've got it here, I figure this is the perfect time to maybe repair a little bit and see if this wants to tip. It doesn't want to tip, but it doesn't steer great. Granted, the game doesn't steer well right now anyway. Not terrible. Of course, our mower's fine, the front one. However, the rear one, to repair it, it's not too bad. Repaint is a totally different scenario, though. Similar story right here with the John Deere as well. A repaint would, well, it needs it. I mean, you know, we've beat it up a little bit. You could probably wash it and get a little bit better, but yeah, the rear mower definitely needs some work. But the good thing, we have our own set of mowers now. Contracts today are a little bit meh. There's a lot of wood contracts. There's also quite a few dead wood contracts as well, as expected. One fertilizing contract. We've got a couple harvesting contracts. However, there's really not much going on with it. We do have right here a big cotton harvesting contract on field 24. That might be a fun one to do, especially paying 30 grand. You know what? I'm not even going to second guess that. Let's borrow the items. $600 to borrow the items. So we get 30 grand. That's dumb. And then we've got a couple plowing contracts as well. We do have a big plow, so might be a good idea to take on maybe 20. Field 20 right here. It's going to be right beside. Let's go and accept that contract as well. We're good to go, yeah. So around $40,000 for 2 contracts. Sweet. I also took on all of the wood contracts and then canceled them. So hopefully they won't pop up again because those stink. I don't do them. They stink for me. All right, let's rock and roll. So we've got our tractor right there who is going to be heading up and who should be able to go faster than me, although they are not showcasing that speed as of yet. Go! Come on! Hold me up here. So they are going to head up. I'm going to do my best to follow them. However, they drive like my grandmother. So I am going to do my best to pass them if I can. I cannot drive as fast as them. Well, that's on me then. Although they could drive a lot faster than me, and they are not showcasing that ability quite well. Nonetheless, it's going to take a while to get up to field 24, although we have a baler. We have our plow already heading up to field 20, so at least that's being taken care of. And, well, let's be honest, I'm going to be the last one to get there. But, hey, we get a cotton contract. Let's go. Well, I got to here, all the way to here, but everybody's already where they were going. So I'm going to cheat and go straight across. So a couple things I'm going to do. We are going to turn on automatic drop. That way, it pops the bale out and doesn't just sit there like an idiot. And then I think once it makes 2, it'll start to do its thing there. Big contract, a lot of stuff here. It's going to take a little bit of time. That's okay. We got plenty of time to do this. Ain't no thing at all. I'm going to start at the top left-hand corner of the field. Hey, there's my dude down there. We'll start at the top left-hand corner of the field. That way we're good to go. I think 2 headlands is probably enough. I may run 3 just to give myself a little extra space, but 2 should be more than enough here. And of course, the edge of the map is literally right there. I don't even know if I've got enough space to back up here. Do I? I do. Oh, sweet. All right. Well, that works. All right, let's pull this thing up. Steering assist mode. 6 meters, 2 headlands. We'll start off with 2. We'll see what happens. There we go. Set it up and rock. Yeah. One of the things now, too, is we can unload the bales before they're done. This is a PC mod. I think there's a base game feature that's very similar, although it has to be up to a certain point, I think. Nonetheless, looking good. Rocking and rolling. So I'm going to run the 2 passes around the outside myself first. Oh, yeah. We should definitely hire this guy as well. We're on the right field. AI worker, 2 passes. Yeah, that works for me. And hopefully just putting them here, they'll actually go and do their thing. And they will. After our first pass, we've got 5,700 liters in there with another 500 in the first chamber. As far as the plow, it is, well, doing its job. Love that large plow. And that's the time recording. I hope it comes out soon. We're getting ready to knock out our first bale. Now, I do have automatic drop turned on. I'm going to see if this drops it outside or drops it right here in the middle of the field. It's going to drop it right in the middle of the field. Got it. Hopefully that doesn't roll down the hill. That's rolling down the hill. Oh, boy. Well, let's see what happens. This is where it's going to get problematic because the harvester here has currently got a cotton bale in front of it. Let's see if we can push it or we get up under it. It seems pushing it is okay. We're still going 6 miles an hour, which is fine. See, I'm all right with this. It's silly, but I'm okay with this. Well, one of the nice things, at least, is it does seem that it's ready to stop. So that's good. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. It's going to happen 7 more times at least, probably. Watch that. Also, the plowing contract's almost done as well. 89% completed there. Very cool, very cool. There we go. Back that up, raised it, and we will get this thing situated. So it looks like the plowing contract is completed, which is great news. We can go in here and kind of go ahead and select that. So harvesting, collect that, 10 grand. Very cool. Now, do we have any more plowing contracts? Oh man, the deadwood contracts came back. And so did the wood transport. Crap. Yeah, really not much going on in the way of contracts now. So what we'll do is we'll just head back over here. As a matter of fact, probably take this, fold it up, maybe point it in the right direction to go back to the farm. I don't know if it will or not, but I guess we could find out and see. Let's go ahead and pause it up, grab that, set destination, bring it down here, just somewhere in the farm. Wait, hang on a minute. We have to bring the sell anything. We have to bring that to our sell point? Okay. All right, target's unreachable. Of course it is. It always is. What are you going to do? All right, well, let's see if we can knock out some more of this contract. Quick update for you. We've already unloaded 2 bales, which is great, and we're getting ready to make our 3rd bale. Right here at the very end, I'm going to go ahead and overload to 2nd chamber, which is up there, and it'll pop it out. So that's going to be 3 bales made. Love it, love it, love it. The contract is also 40% completed as of right now, which means, at least to me, we'll probably end up making 3 more bales-ish. Maybe less. I'm not actually sure. Maybe that's how much we've got done right there. We'll find out. Hey, I'll catch you when we're done harvesting. We're coming up on bale number 6. I didn't think we would make this many. However, it definitely looks like we are. So unloading bale number 6, as you can see from the bale counter at the top left, behind my big old face. There it is. Which means now we're going to have to make a couple different trips over here. I'm going to turn off overload, second tit, turn up, turn off automatic drop. We're going to turn that off. That way, if we accidentally make another bale, it won't just put it anywhere. And that one, here it comes. And we are finally almost done with this contract, at least this part of it. We still need to do everything else. I believe we can run 3 bales at a time with the trailer that we've got, which means we're going to have to make 2 trips. Along with those 2 trips, I also plan on taking this guy right here. Let's see, let's go ahead and unload. Now I need to click the button that says overload to second chamber. There we go. Now that puts all of that in there. Perfect. And then we turn this back off. And I want to set destination. I don't know if it can get here or not. This is where we have to bring it anyway. But like, if it could actually, CP's not in transport mode. Oh, and I can't put it in transport mode either. Well, looks like we get to do all this by hand. It's definitely been a while since I've used this. I don't even know if I utilized this to do cotton in Farm Sim 22. I mean, we played the game for 3 years. I don't know if I ever used this or not. Should be able to grab that. There we go. Back up a little bit so it doesn't hit it. There it is. That is 1. Oh man, you remember I think it was Hispano Modding released a mod where like 5 bales would fit on 1 trailer. That was pretty sweet. All right, there we go. We've got 2 of our 3 bales, and we'll pick up the last one down here in the field and take these to deliver. Okay, one good thing, I've got this set to go to the sell point. It's not gonna come back, but it is at least gonna go down there. And so I am going to basically do the same thing here with the harvester, even though I can only go, what is that, 16, 17 miles an hour, somewhere around there. We're gonna see if we can get down there. We'll unload this, that way we don't have to do that again. And I guess bring the tractor back up and be done with it. Should be pretty quick and easy. We've actually got a couple guys going. So right in front of us, you might be able to see the cotton trailer, the cotton tag trailer. To our right, we've got another tractor. I was able to finally get the 8RX set up so it would actually work. And then we are trying to cut corners in a cotton harvester. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty neat. Apparently, there's a bit of a problem down here. And it looks like the issue has been caused by traffic. We should have done this a long time ago. Slow down, bro! Jeez, he's all up on there. Quit, dude, you're pushing him. Knock it off, stupid. What in the world? Nobody would have ever believed me if I would have said that that just happened. Usually it would say like, oh, you know, worker blocked by an object, this, that, yada, yada, yada. No, this said, what? Ah! Knock it up, where are you going? Stop! Everything, man, everything. It's slowly but surely, Farm Sim 25 is making me lose my mind. And it's only for factual things that are happening in the game. I couldn't make any of this up even if I wanted. Where's the semi going? What happened there? What? Cool it down. Look, come. Rock back and forth. Just, it's okay. Everything's all right. I want to go home. At least I'm still best backwards driver in Farm Sim, so I could put it back where it belongs. All right, if I don't hire any workers, I think we'll be A-okay. So let's just do a quick double check. Yep, that's where we're at. Make sure that this is exactly where it wants us to go. Sell everything XL, that's where we're at. Okay. And now we just need to unload the unfinished bale, which should kick out. Everything's in the main chamber. And now we also don't have to drive around the cotton harvester anymore, which I am so cool with. You have no idea. All right, so there is that. Should go boop, and it does. Awesome. We'll just kind of put this to the side. Right there works for me. And now we get to do this. I don't remember how this works. I think it just kind of pushes them off the back, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. I'm not even looking to see what buttons I'm hitting. I'm just assuming. All right, so that's there. Yep, that's about how I want it. And then you press it again, and then it does that. And you press it there, and it goes there. Okie dokie. Sweet. Okay. Let's head back over. We'll pick up those last 3 bales. And I think after that, we should be close to being done with at least this job. Back over, and we've lined everything up perfectly. Absolutely perfect. I will say square bales probably would have been better for this specific one. But you know what? Roundbus wasn't too bad. Roundbus wasn't bad. Would have been nice to have that semi-trailer that does cotton though. But hey, we don't have the money for that yet. Mainly because we spent it all on mowers. Here we go. Last one, there it is, and we can go. And we're back. Yeah, right over here on the farm. Let's go ahead and do this. We should make a decent amount of money from this as well. Usually with cotton harvester contracts, generally, you'll have a little bit left because it's based on literage, not just the bales. So let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into with this. And we'll back it up a little bit more because it seemed to work the last time. There we go. Dump it down. And boop, boop, boop. 27! Oh, yeah! We made an extra $27,000 off of the contract and another 30 there. It was a $57,000 contract. I couldn't do anything! This should be over here. Nope, that didn't happen. That's awesome! Yeah! All right! Oh, I'm so happy. All right, so we're back up to a little bit of money on there. Now, let's jump over to the grass fields that we planted yesterday in game. So over here, we've got all of our barley. Barley's looking fantastic. Real happy about that. I don't know how we're going to do. Usually there's a couple different stages of grass. This looks like one maybe above mown. When you mow it, it's definitely lower than this, but it's not ready to be mowed yet. So I'm really hoping that this whole area is ready to be mowed and whenever the next time is. Additionally, the other grass field that we've done is looking pretty good too up here. Very nice, very nice. And we'll take a quick sneaky peek at 85 over here, taking a little visit. Nice, and everything is looking good here. So we've got a decent amount of grass fields now. We've got the baler. We don't have anything to wrap the bales with though. That's going to be something that we definitely need to be looking into. I don't know if there's any bale wrapper in here. There is not. So that means that we will have to probably buy or lease our own. That is going to be expensive, to say the least. I don't know if you guys have looked into bale wrappers recently. However, they are quite expensive, especially ones that will do square bales. I mean, you're looking at $34,000 to $54,000. This is probably the one that we would go for right here. Hopefully we get one that's used. Lease costs us $2,800, so that's a little bit easier to manage rather than anything else. However, we'll probably have to manage to do all of that in the next one, because that is it for episode 28. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this one. If there's anything I did that you do a little bit different, hey, let me know. I only know how to do some things one way. Maybe you know other ways. Let me know. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like, get subscribed, join the DjGoHam fam, do that notification dance. That way you never stop getting notifications on the channel. This was a terrible outro, but you're awesome. Hope you have a good one. I'll catch you in the next one.